Hands up, Africa. Hands up, Traore.
Hope. We know that Ibrahim Traore is the future of the African continent, that he represents the African wing of the global anti-imperialist movement.
You're welcome to the Pulse of Africa community. I hope you're doing great today. If you're joining us for the first time, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed and connected to Africa's most important news reports. Your engagements will help this video to reach more people. Thank you very much. It's a heartwarming feeling seeing one of our greatest living African heroes being honored by foreigners in the diaspora. In a striking display of solidarity, a diverse crowd of predominantly white supporters gathered in Chicago to rally behind Burkina Faso's leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré, chanting "Hands off Africa." The demonstration, which drew attention for its fervent anti-imperialist messaging, highlighted growing frustration with U.S. foreign policy and admiration for Traoré's governance in Burkina Faso. The protesters praised Traoré for his policies prioritizing healthcare, agriculture, and infrastructure, contrasting his leadership with what they described as America's failing economic system. One supporter addressing the crowd declared Africa is not a mistake to be fixed. Africa is the womb of the world, the cradle of civilization, the keeper of tomorrow's hope. Ibrahim Traoré represents the African wing of the global anti-imperialist movement. He's providing healthcare, eliminating maternal fees, and ensuring food sovereignty, while America's leaders neglect their own people.
Hands up, Africa. Hands up, Traore. Hands up, Africa. Hands up, Traore.
We know that Ibrahim Traore is the future of the African continent, that he represents the African wing of the global anti-imperialist movement.
We see that he's providing healthcare for his people. He's putting people first. He cares about the infrastructure. He's creating systems so that people can thrive instead of being in poverty like we have here in this country.
So we are here telling people, hands off Africa. The colonialists need to mind their business.
The rally's messaging took direct aim at Western media portrayals of Traoré as a dictator, with speakers arguing that his focus on poverty reduction and sovereignty makes him a model leader. Why is he called a dictator? Because he cares about his people, one attendee shouted. He's investing in farmers, in mothers, in education, while our government profits from war and prisons. References to historical African leaders like Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, and Muammar Gaddafi were frequent, with supporters framing Traoré as part of a broader movement against Western hegemony. The rally also linked his policies to global shifts, praising alliances with BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and criticizing U.S. opposition to multipolar economics.
Why is he a dictator in the mind of the American media? Well, because he cares about the people of Burkina Faso.
Let me tell you what Ibrahim Traoré is doing. He has got agricultural projects. Burkina Faso is having a farming boom right now because of this great African leader. He has just made a law that any woman who has a child, her medical bills are completely eliminated. It's free.
He's not a criminal. He's just being there for his people.
The forces that are trying to overthrow Ibrahim Traoré are the same forces that keep Americans poor. We want a prosperous America, not one that is so focused on maintaining the global economic system that our own citizens live in poverty.
A new economy is rising, one based on real development, not Wall Street exploitation. China's Belt and Road, Russia's partnerships, Africa's sovereignty, this is the future. America must join it or be left behind. The event also promoted an upcoming anti-imperialist conference on July 12 at the Midwest Convention Center, featuring speakers on Yemen, Palestine, and African liberation, alongside cultural performances. Organizers urged donations to fund the event, framing it as a critical hub for grassroots mobilization.
He admires Gaddafi. He admires Patrice Lumumba. He admires all the great African leaders of the past. And we're here to say that American working people should look to Ibrahim Traoré as the kind of leadership we need. A builder, a constructor, someone who lifts people out of poverty, someone who stands with the new economy rising in the world of the BRICS with Russia and China.
Donald Trump, look at this man. Try to be like him. Don't be like Zelensky. Don't be a worm. be a president like Ibrahim Traore.
New economy emerging in the world, and it's based on real wealth. What China's doing with the Belt and Road Initiative, what Russia is doing with the Eurasian Economic Union, what is happening in Latin America with Bolivarianism, with the axis of resistance. There's a whole new economy. And this fake Wall Street derivative rip-off usury economy of Wall Street in London, that economy is the past. And the only future America is going to have is joining this new economy.
This demonstration underscores a fascinating shift in global political discourse. While Western media often portrays African leaders like Traoré through a lens of suspicion, these protesters, many of them white Americans, see him as a symbol of resistance against a system they believe exploits both the global South and the American working class.
Imagine what we could have in this world just by doing what he's doing for his people.
What we need to do is get the United States to link up with this new economy in the global South and in the East, right? They lifted 1 billion people out of poverty in 20 years, right? We could be part of that. Instead, Donald Trump, on orders from Benjamin Netanyahu and the international banks, is trying to destroy that new system.
Well, we're having a really important event coming up on July 12th at the Midwest Convention Center in North Lake near the O'Hare Airport. We're going to have speakers talking about the Houthis and the Yemeni movement. We're going to have speakers talking about the Palestinians. We're going to have speakers talking about Africa and what's going on there. We're going to have speakers talking about the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. We're going to have music. We're going to have traditional dancers from the former Soviet Union. It's just going to be really amazing in so many ways.
Their rhetoric blends anti-colonialism with domestic frustration, suggesting that Traoré's policies, free healthcare for mothers, agricultural self-sufficiency, and infrastructure partnerships with China, are not just African solutions but universal ones. Whether this sentiment gains traction in mainstream U.S. politics remains to be seen, but the rally makes one thing clear: the era of unchallenged Western dominance is being questioned, even within its own borders. What do you think? Should Western nations rethink their approach to Africa? Could leaders like Traoré inspire change beyond the continent? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Pulse of Africa's for more in-depth coverage of Africa's rising influence. Hit the like button, share this video, and join the conversation. Stay informed and stay empowered.
We know that Ibrahim Traoré is the future of the African continent, that he represents the African wing of the global anti-imperialist movement.